All right, guys, we're 200% Snake, the original 200% game. There's no other imposters yet, but there will be.
Everything else is insufficiently Snake.
Mm.
So I'm Ali. In a former life, I was dangerously close to entering a PhD program in religious studies. Thank God, ironically. But when we came to sort of making a game, I thought I really have always appreciated how sort of very simplistic, but actually like really entertaining. Like you could spend hours just playing Snake, right? Just the base game. So I thought we would take some of the simplicity of that and sort of give it a unique spin.
All right, guys, I'm David. I'm a sommelier from New York and moved here to Miami to pursue this web development, just like the rest of you guys here. I first played Snake on the infamous Nokia brick phone. So really liked the game and really wanted to add a multiplayer dynamic to it. So that's what we did, and did not too bad.
And so yeah, and we wanted to sort of stick to the base gameplay, right? But just give it our own unique spin, because everyone and their abuelita has programmed Snake at some point, especially when they're learning to code. So we thought, like, how do we preserve the simplicity of it, but make it our own, make it unique, give it something sort of interesting? And we thought it's really fun to mess up other people. It's not necessarily that fun to just succeed yourself, but it's really fun to screw over other people. So we thought we'll just add a bunch of power-ups and make it multiplayer. And so that's basically where we ended up. So the game tends to be quite dynamic, just because, at least I, spend much more time trying to screw over the other guy, not worrying about winning myself.
It's awful. It's terrible. All right, some of the technical obstacles we had. Being able to track everything independently was really tough, because you need to know what Snake 1 does, Snake 2 does, all the power-ups, and they affect other snakes, and it's chaos, utter chaos. And how to do that intelligently, we definitely did not do. Our code is not very pretty, but it works. It's a hot mess. But we got everything to work out, repeated a lot of functions. We could easily have cleaned everything up, but we were too far into it. We didn't plan enough ahead, just kind of like what we all did. And it works. It works.
And in a shocking turn of events, we ended up for this game using literally everything we had just learned in the last 2 weeks. Who would have thought that would happen? Primarily, obviously, most of the bulk of everything that happened was in JavaScript. It was just figuring out the logic, making efficient, I guess, use of constructor functions, this kind of thing. So, the snakes already had to have a lot of the functions, the methods, et cetera, that they would need to sort of, just be generated spontaneously, interact with one another. As you can tell from the sort of GitHub graph, we were really busy on Wednesday, and then less so some of the other days. And so that was just sort of the tech composition of the stuff that we utilized.
All right, for the good stuff.
Now we play the game.
We have to play each other because it's an ongoing thing.
I think you won 2, I won 1.
Yeah, I'm up 1. All right, so you'll see this game is not for friends, because you will not make any friends playing this game. You only create enemies. All right. Where am I? All right, I'm orange. Oh, fuck.
You're frozen.
You're frozen for like 10 seconds. And then the yellow ones are speed boosts, and they compound, so you can get like...
It doesn't matter that I froze you, because I can't get it.
Quadruple amounts of speed if you really want, and it's...
Gosh. And then I froze you again.
It's not... Don't worry.
But
this is a marathon, not a sprint. Come on.
And I froze you again.
And he killed you.
And it's... Oh, yeah, that's
At some point, I will get this food. He will eat my tail, hopefully. No. Yes, he did.
All right, I get it free too. Maybe.
Neither of us is very
No, we're not. And it's card.
You should be able to get this food as I know.
And you get frozen. And I get speed. And you get frozen again.
Oh my god. He's done.
Now. Oh, no, too fast.
So it's ambiguous whether or not speed is an advantage.
No, it's not. It's more of like personal. And you can kill yourself.
It's high risk, high reward.
Yes. Ha.
No, yes. Don't say yes.
And again. Oh. This is
It
speed.
doesn't matter because you're not gonna.
No, it's not. It's hard.
Yo,
No.
silent.
No. No. I'm gonna get it there.
Oh.
Ah. Not. Come on. This is not going as planned.
And so the score is changing there.
Speed. Easy. Oh.
Nobody saw that. No. That's not worth it.
Just go for it.
That's not worth it.
Don't do it.
High risk, high reward.
What is it up to?
10, 6.
If I can.
Something 20?
15.
Fuck. Yeah, obviously.
So we can
this
do
can
this
go
all
on
day.
for a long time. Usually not as long, but it can get dangerously long.
When it's like the World Cup games, right? When two teams are so thoroughly skilled and amazing, you get 1-1 games. It's terrible.
It's awful. And we'll definitely slack it to everybody this so you can play too.
Nice.
Full screen.
Oh no, yeah, we're good. Is that all we get? I can't click it because then it's just a new. Yeah, all right, we're good.
All right. Then were you doing
Oh yeah, reflection. All right, so let's see. Definitely the things we learned is really plan this stuff out before you even start. That can get away from you really fast. I think we all figured that out, like very abruptly. Also, we created this thing that we thought was genius as a unit because like it's very pixelated, the game Snake. That was a really bad idea because math isn't always that round, and that was blatant rookie mistake. That was bad, not good at all.
It's a lot of things that you think are super elegant, super slick that you see people do online, but then you realize like it works for their game, but it doesn't really necessarily work for your game.
No, not at all.
There
And
required a lot of revision, but at that point we were just in too deep.
Yep,
So,
there's no getting out. And then future plans, just more power-ups, like maybe like reversing your other players' controls or doing all sorts of like sadistic things, and trying to put this online. We found some plugins that you can actually do that relatively easy, thanks to Nick, and we'll pass it along too.
cool, thanks.
That's it, guys.